Hello friends, how is life after coordinating conjunctions? Yesterday we had 4 coordinating conjunctions, adding one sentence to another. Like and, you had and, yes. And then you had what was the next one you had? And then not only but also, and the other one is and, of course. And then you are going to not only yesterday's, not only but also as well as, yes, you have got 3 now, one more, and this one, and you have got not only but also both and as well as, I think clear now, as well as. So this is what we saw yesterday. Now this is part 2 of coordinating conjunctions. You find the but, at, whereas, nevertheless. They combine contrasting sentences. Understand? That is, they combine contrasting sentences. Example you can see. Yesterday I gave you an example just by way of introduction, and that is, we said now, Shylock is rich. He is miserable. So you can connect it by Shylock is rich. Shylock is rich, but he is miserable. So that is the thing. He is miserable. Shylock is rich, but he is miserable. Understand that? And you can see sentences like this. Antonio is rich, he is sad. Antonio is rich, but he is sad. Bassanio is happy, he has no money. Bassanio is happy, but he has no money. That's why Antonio had to borrow from a Shylock. Understand? You remember the story, the merchant of Venice says. So here we can also say, Shylock is rich, yet he is miserable. So Shylock is rich, yet Shylock is rich, but yet he is miserable. You can also say, Antonio is rich, yet he is sad, you can say. That's it. So, but he is sad, yet he is sad, you can say. Or you can say another example. Bassanio is happy. Bassanio is happy. Happy-go-lucky person, no? Yet he is, but is more suitable. But he is poor. Yes. Bassanio is happy, but he is poor. This is the use of yet and the but. And now we see the next one, and that is, you have got what you call a whereas. See that? Now we will see that how does whereas work? How does it work? Yes. You can see that Antonio, we will take that example. Antonio knew it was risky. It was risky. He borrowed money. Yes, Antonio knew it was risky, yet he borrowed money. Yet Antonio knew it was risky, yet he borrowed money. So that is about yet. So contrasting, yes. And now we can see the use of whereas. Yes, whereas. How does that whereas work? And Antonio is rich. Antonio is rich. Bassanio is poor. So you can say Antonio is rich, whereas Bassanio is poor. So that's a contrasting statement. Antonio is rich, whereas Bassanio is poor. Contrast. Understand? Now we can see Antonio knew it was risky to borrow. First of all, he borrowed money. So you can see Antonio knew it was risky to borrow. Nevertheless, he borrowed money. So Antonio knew it was risky to borrow. That is to explain that, to make it explicit. Antonio knew it was risky. Nevertheless, he borrowed money. Nevertheless, yes. That means in spite of, you can say, another word you can say, in spite of the risk involved, he borrowed money from Shiloh. He knew that it is going to be a problem. Understand? So we can say like this, you can have 4 master sentences. Based on those 4 master sentences, you should be able to generate more sentences. Understand? So let's say like this, that Tom is hardworking, but his brother is lazy. This only sentence. That's the first one. You can go on making sentences with all the students in this class. So and so is hardworking, but so and so is lazy. So and so is hardworking, and so and so is lazy. Yes. Yeah. Then next one. See that? Tom worked hard. Yet he failed. But he failed. Tom worked hard at it. Tom studied hard, yet he failed. So only an example. If you study hard, definitely you will pass. No doubt about that. So that is an example. And now we can see 3. Tom is hardworking, whereas his brother is lazy. His brother is lazy. Instead of Tom, we can give other names and we can go on. Instead of brother, you can say sister, you can say uncle, you can say aunt, you can say sister-in-law, brother-in-law, then his friend, any number, any words you can say. And the 4th is, he knew it is difficult. He knew it was difficult. Nevertheless, he attempted. So these are 4 master sentences. Based on this, we can generate more sentences. He knew it was difficult. Nevertheless, he attempted. Understand that? Understand that? Did you get it? Yes. Then you can see this Tom is hardworking, but he is lazy. Or you can say sentences like this. And Antonio was hardworking, but Bassanio was a happy-go-lucky person. Antonio was hardworking, but Bassanio was a happy-go-lucky person. And here you can say Antonio worked hard, yet he suffered from melancholy. He had he was a victim of melancholia. That is always remaining sad. That is melancholia. Unknown reason. So in the beginning of the play, you can see he is sad, he is melancholy, but then his friend asked, "What is the cause? What is the reason?" And he said, "I don't know." He says, so it's unknown. Yes, there you go. Here you can say Shylock is hardworking and very interested in earning money, but his son-in-law Lorenzo is a happy-go-lucky fellow. Or whereas you can say, whereas his son-in-law Lorenzo, isn't it? Jessica and Lorenzo, they eloped. So Lorenzo is a happy-go-lucky person. Whereas you can say, yes. Then next sentence you can say, Lorenzo knew it was risky to fall in love with Jessica. Nevertheless, he fell in love with her. Nevertheless, yes. Lorenzo knew it was a problem. It's going to be a risky thing. Nevertheless, he determined to fall in love with Jessica. Understand? Yes. You can say again, taking examples from Macbeth, you can say, no? Duncan knew it is dangerous to murder. Macbeth knew that it was risky to murder his king Duncan. Nevertheless, his wife persuaded him to do it, commit that terrible crime. Nevertheless, that is the thing. Then Macbeth was a kind person. You can see in the beginning of the play, whereas his wife, Lady Macbeth, was very cruel person. Yes, whereas that's comparison again. Macbeth was kind, whereas he is. And then you can say Macduff and Macbeth. Macbeth was ambitious, whereas Macduff was very loyal to the king. Macduff was very loyal to the king, isn't it? He ran away he had a flight from this country and then came back with a lot of army and attacked and redeemed, so to say, the land. Understand? Hamlet suffered from indecision, whereas his friend Horatio, he was a determined person. So you can take characters from Shakespeare's plays like this, and then you can go on making sentences. If you don't want to make sentences with your classmates, and not only that, if you use such characters, then immediately the story and the background, etc., will come to your mind. All right. So this is how you should do this. And you can say his but you can make any number of sentences like this now. See, Macbeth was ambitious, while Bango was generous. But Bango was generous. Macbeth was ambitious, but Bango was generous. Understand? Macbeth was ambitious, yet he did not want to kill his king. He was persuaded, coerced by his wife. He did not want to kill his king. No, not at all. Yet, yes, he is ambitious, yet not. See that? Yes. Then you can see, Bango gave good advice, whereas the witches gave evil advice to Macbeth. Whereas Bango said, they don't believe these people, but witches. But Bango said like that, but witches said, goaded him, G-O-A-D-E-D, goaded him to action. Yes. So that is whereas, you can see the use of whereas. Understand? Macduff knew it's a risky business to stand against Macbeth. Nevertheless, he did it and he took a flight from his own country. Nevertheless, he knew it is a tough business, but nevertheless he did it. Understand that, sir? And Hanumanji, you can take that as some. Hanumanji knew there are risks involved in going to Lanka to see Sita and Ravana. Nevertheless, he took that step. That is, suffering all these problems, he was ready to go because of his loyalty to his Sri Ram. So, when you make sentences like this, So if you can take characters from plays, famous novels, and also Puranas and so on, then you will get that context very clear in your mind. Instead of saying he was fair enough, but his friend was not fair. He was fair enough, but his friend, he was honest, but his friend was dishonest. You can also make sentences like that, but if you have got this background, then it will enrich your vocabulary, and it will also enrich your vision, imagination and your vision. Okay, so proceed in this line to generate as many sentences as possible with contrasting conjunctions, that is but, at, whereas, nevertheless. I think now it is clear to you, and so till we meet, goodbye and have a nice time. Enjoy your life.